trust. Without the proof, it turns to dust. Build it open.
Hey Woods,
Hey guys,
GM.
what is up, guys? G Trust GM.
GM. How are you doing?
I am good, guys. How are you doing so far today?
Good, pretty good.
Yeah, good, thank you. Good. Well, we'll give it just a few minutes or a couple minutes for folks to join.
Sure.
For me to get a couple of announcements out. Gotta get we just got a message out into our Discord. Gonna get a message out onto X to make sure everybody there knows that we're live. I'm gonna go through, retweet that from my personal account, and then we can kick things off. Looks like we got lots of people joining in the audience. Everyone's rolling through at once. I see a lot of our regular community members who have jumped in. Luda, No There, Not Here, Wolfgang, Coco, Caleb and Jenny, our mods. We've got CM Dim, Annie Pro, Gentle and Giannis. Lots of people flowing in. I see lots of people from the team too. Boyko and
Cool.
MK Ultra, Joji Kun, Metasudo.
G-Trust, guys.
G Trust, everybody. Just dropped an announcement onto the Intuition Twitter. Go blow that up if you get a chance. I will drop it into the chat here. And just make sure people are able to see that in case they're not in our Discord, but they follow us on X. They can always come and check this out on X. They can hang out with us there. All right. Let's start getting things kicked off. Let me move a couple things around on the stream. Make sure that the stream is live and that we're hearing things. Things work there. All right. Good morning, everybody. G Trust to everyone here in the Discord with us, everyone tuning in from X. Thank you all for being here. I am joined today on our Discord stage by Passive-Records and Wieedze, who are, gosh, is it okay for me to dox you? Can I use your guys' real names?
Sure. Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
cool. So just wanted to double check. I wasn't sure if your names are out there or not, but Passive-Records, that's Sam behind Passive-Records and Max behind Wieedze. These are the two masterminds behind Sofia. One of the projects that's being built on Intuition and has been being built for quite a while right now. I think you guys are at least a year into development between like putting the thoughts together, actually starting to build, getting live on mainnet. So that is very, very cool. I'm so happy to have you guys. I know you've done some sort of demos in the past, but I don't think we've done one here very recently. And I know you've had some very cool updates to Sofia that you're probably going to be able to speak on today. Some of the people in our audience are probably members of your community too, and have probably seen a lot of the things that you've been working on. Because this team here, they're actually really good at working in public. Every week, they've got some sort of an office hours going on in their own Discord, where you can go and chat with them, ask them some questions. They're showing you what they're doing. They're talking about the updates they're working on, which has been really, really impressive to see from my own point of view. I'm going to turn my camera on. I had meant to turn it on. You guys don't have to do that. Actually, I was going to, but maybe it's not going to work. Let's figure out.
I don't have camera. I'm so sorry for that.
No worries. It's not a requirement for you guys, but I just really love to at least be a little bit more personal with everyone.
Sure.
Let you guys see me. I'm always decked out in my Intuition gear. But anyways, super cool team, super productive. I see Billy down in the audience now too, and Vital. Lots of people jumping in here. So thank you all for joining. We're just getting things kicked off with this demo from Sofia. Well, here is a thing that we are all kind of living with in today's world, right? We spend hours every day on the internet, and by doing that, a lot of times we're telling the internet what's good, whether it's through X posts or cookie trackers of what web pages you're visiting, the different things that you're doing, every article you read, and every page that you trust, and every rabbit hole that you go down, and all of that is signal, right? That's your judgment, and right now you don't really own any of that, and there's not a very good way to connect with others. Um, the platform you're looking into, the web pages that you're using or browsers that you're using, they keep a lot of that data. Lately, it's training a lot of AI on that data too. But today's guests are building a fix all around this. Sofia is a browser extension that is built on intuition, and it turns the browsing that you already do into verifiable knowledge. So knowledge that you actually own, plus that can allow AI to actually know like what you've been doing and let other people see what you've been doing and connect with you on like-minded topics. So Sam and Max have been building it as an independent team in our ecosystem, and they're going to walk us through Sofia live here today. One last shout out. We are live on stage in our Discord. If you're tuning in on X and you want to come join the party here, you're more than welcome to. You can stay there on X as well. If anyone in the Discord or on X is coming up with any questions, if any questions hit you throughout this, feel free to drop them in either chat. I'll be watching from both angles, and I'll make sure that we get you some answers. We're also recording this, so if you happen to miss it live, or if your friends happen to miss it live, don't worry, it is recorded on X. It can be rewatched there. We're recording it locally too, so that we can share it within the Discord and other places on the internet. So we we'll let Sam and Max kind of kick it off here. We'll leave room for Q&A at the end. Sam and Max, I guess the floor is yours. And really, what I would love to start with is just kind of get some information from you about like what made you guys start building Sofia in the first place.
Yeah, thanks. Maybe you heard this story before, but we were basically students a few years ago, like 2 years ago, and we discovered at this time and decided to build our project around Sofia because we were struggling and facing the same problem all the time. That was sharing knowledge and URL specified knowledge, specified URL between each other, and we were always losing our tabs, losing our finding, always searching for stuff that we saw maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I wanted to send him. Then I sent him on some WhatsApp group or Discord. Then it lose in the feeds, and we were losing all this potential knowledge that we accumulate during all the year of study. So we decided that these tools could be a really good like project, study project at the beginning, and then it becomes bigger and bigger, and we totally fall into the rabbit hole of intuition, and we find the way to make our dreams come true, just staying on top of intuition.
That's amazing. Quite an origin story from students to builders.
Yes.
From students to founders, all through it was through the hacking project, right?
Yes, exactly.
Which we've got actually a lot of students from the hacking project have been involved in intuition over over the last couple of years. I think that's large part to Zet, who is a leader of our Intuition.box developer sub-DAO. Zet is a big helping hand in getting all of the devs up to speed and helping them through thinking things, helping them through coding things, and introducing a lot of new people to the Intuition ecosystem. So shout out to you, Zet, and to the Hacking Project for being such an active role in Intuition. So little bit of interesting information there about what made you guys start to build. I would love to I would love to see like some of Sophia. Take me through the user journey.
Yeah,
How do we get started? I think I guess one part there too is the very very beginning of this user journey. Now at this point, kind of starts on the Chrome Web Store, right? You guys are fully available directly on the Chrome Web Store at this point, and people can start their journey there.
Yeah, exactly. They can. We're actually updating the Chrome Web Store as we speak because we have a major update that is being reviewed by the Chrome Web Store. But the majority of the code is already reviewed and accepted and validated by the Google team. So it's very easy to get. I just gonna drop the link in the conversation. You just did it. Sweet. All right, so the first step of the journey can start on the extension, but it would make more sense to first enter in the Explorer, our web app that is actually live and you can access from anywhere else without any add-on. And you can just like connect a wallet that you have previously. Best would be to have registry on Intuition to have an Atom linked to your wallet. But yeah, just connect to the Explorer. You will enter directly on my profile. And so basically what we did is a way to sort knowledge and information linked to one profile. So I decided to aggregate that this website is for learning, or I trust this website, and we create a lot of different tag, topic, and intention that are linked to the usual use case of what is browsing. And the Explorer is the reflect of the graph that we built with the community since the last 6 months, because we are under testing, private testing since 6 months, and many users actually help us to build this project. Shout out to CM Dam and Yevnefer and so many others. So yeah, all this data that we create together during the last 6 months are now live on the Explorer. And I start here because I want you to understand the impact that could have one signal. So in the Explore section, you can just see some of the topic that we can register, the most active one. So let's say that we can deep into the Web3 tab. And here you will be able to see which user of Sofia are certifying what on this domain, on this topic that is Web3. And we have all of sort of filtering all over the Explorer because it's all about knowledge that lives on Intuition, and this knowledge is available through the Explorer. And everyone can take position. Obviously, this is the most interesting part, is that the community can vote, support, oppose about any claims that you actually do. So yes, so the user journey is this. You arrive as a non-logged wallet. You just enter the Explorer and it will ask you to download the extension to actually create Signal. So let's say that I just install the extension here. Here it's opening. I'm gonna take my own because it's this more recent version. What is going to happen? So let me disconnect. So we arrive ready. So you just connect your wallet as usual on any apps to get identified. And then you will be able, by just navigating on flight, creating certification. So let's say I go on your, maybe X is not the best example, maybe some GitHub of Intuition. GitHub intuition.box. So here is the page of intuition.box that many of you are working with. Myself, I'm involved into this repo and organization. And I want to say that I'm supporting even more. I trust this page. I trust the people who are working there. So I can just, you have two options. So I will take the more quickest, show you now. You can just right click, just add to Sofia, choose a name or a title. So this is intuition.box GitHub, already existing. I come here for work and I want to say that this is for development, like web development, some Web3. I just put few tags that I think are relevant. And then I just add it to my cart and this will be saved for later off chain for now. So everything that you see now, the certification that I did is off chain. So it's just saved here under the small cart. And then when I navigate enough and I feel that, oh, I should share with my community all my finding, all my certification, I just need to go here and amplify all my signal to make it available to people to actually vote on it and discuss and take position about it. So as you can see, there is many detail that I will avoid to just explain. It's too much explanation. There is a tutorial and you will be able to see all of this by yourself. So let's amplify this signal, and what is gonna give me? It's the beginning of my reputation, because I link something to my profile that is visible by the others, and the others can decide to support my claim. And if there's enough people support me on this claim, my reputation on this domain will rise up naturally. And everyone can create his own reputation by just creating signal and vote on the signal of others. So here I see you reading. Maybe I'm not zoom enough. All right, maybe it's better like this. Here you see that I just win a mark that is called Explorer. It's mean that I am the six people that mark this page. So I get a reward compared to this. It was already 6 people before me certifying this URL. So all those people before me, they earn a bit of reputation because I support their claims, and all the people that will come after me will make me rise my reputation because they certify the same intention and the same tags on the same URL. So it's all about network effect, and I can show you right now that the signal I just created just appear on my profile. So here, let's go on the profile page. So the profile page, you can see here that I just certify intuition.box on tech and Web3, and also for working, because this is what I choose to say about it. And what you can see here, it's basically my total score of all my certification, calculated by the number of people who backed me. So back maybe is not the right term, or who support my claims, who are agreeing with me, let's say. So you can go deeper in the details here. So let's go on Web3. This is my biggest category, certify. I have 62 certification on this domain. And you can see that Passive-Record actually support my claim 11 times. And because he have himself a score of 2.78, it gives me a multiplier of my Web3 score. So basically the network effect, more people supporting your claim, more your account gain value in this domain that is Web3. And this repeat on each domain that you want. Here is tech, here is music. Like you can see that here Novasco and I have some similar taste in music. This is actually one of the side effects that I didn't realize, that I have actual common point with some of our community, some people of our community, and it's amazing to see this. As you can see on the right side, there is this skills and tools area that are quite questioning, because what we want to show on a profile page is you can self-declare skills if you want, like on Atlas. For those who knows Atlas, let's say that my skills are in smart contract. It is not true, but let's say that I'm claiming that I have skills on smart contract. So I just add skills, it's queued, so it goes on the cart. The cart is similar as the extension, sorry, and you can just certify that you have skills on smart contract. But the thing is, this is just claims. This doesn't have any value. The real value is if someone else comes and certify that he's trusting me. He actually support my claim that I have value on this domain. And then network effect rise again the value of each claim of everyone. So I'm not gonna wait the creation of the skills because it's too long. But now let's go on different profile page, because the thing, if you want to create network effect, is to network with other people. So you can just create circles with people, and those circles are totally oh sorry, I lost the word, are totally free to create. I mean, I lost my word, no worries. You can just create a circle, whatever. I'm not gonna doing it because I don't want it to be on chain right now. You select your name, your description, the members you want to invite. For example, I want to invite Passive-Record and Z and whoever is my friend or I trust, whoever I trust and want to be part of the circle. And what's gonna happen in circles is that you will be able to filter all the data of all the users inside those circles. So let's go into Sofia, for example. Sofia, we're only 2 users at the moment because the Explorer is very new and we don't have much users. But what you can do is seeing which are the topics that are actually valuable, or no, not valuable. What are the topics, the most certified topics in this group? So you can see that Passive-Record and I are really certifying in Web3 and music because it's our 2 passion. We both share the same passion. So you can just go deeper in the groups and start filtering. So from all those people who are actually, or maybe from all those people, what is the latest tech certification they did for work, or maybe for trust, because it's more interesting. So I can see that both of us certify those URL on those topic and intention. For how to say, more people you are in a group, more data you have, and more data you have, more this is relevant. So here we are only 2 people, but as you can guess, it grew up with the network effect.
And so, like, these circles could grow to be quite large, right? They're essentially like,
yeah.
For a lot of us,
it's permissionless. You can invite as much as you want.
Okay. Yeah. So a lot of us will know like the term of trust circles, which ultimately is like it's a small group of people. It's a community of people that you're connected to, people that you trust. They might be within a certain group, like we saw the hacking project here, which probably has a lot of the members and students from the hacking project. And then you can go there and connect with those people and see what they're seeing.
Yeah, and you can, this is the groups that I'm part of, but you also have groups that you're not part of, and there will be display here. Like if I need to go more in detail, all of you, when you create your first time your account, you will have a trust circle. Trust circle is the basic circle that everyone have because it's just reuniting all the people that you trust. So this is your group of yourself. You're the only one able to see this because the only way to see this is to add member that you trust. So for example, I go on Z chain. I don't know if it's him, probably not. Zeta chain, not here. Let's say now you are already on my trust circle. I don't know anyone. No, you're already.
If maybe.
Yevnefer is not seen, but I don't think you have. Okay, anyway, you understand the point. The point is, you just search for any address you want. You decide to trust him because maybe you know that this guy is relevant in this topic or this domain, and you are interested by discovering more of his finding, and you decide to trust him. So let's say I trust Zubir.eth. It's just adding to my card, and I create the claim that I trust this guy, and that's it. Then he will appear in my trust circle. But this trust circle is private. I am the only one able to see it. And same, if I don't trust these people again, I can just redeem my position on his trust, on the signal, sorry, and the trust disappear, because what matters in Sofia is not the claim itself, is the position on the claims. So anyone can create any claims he wants, unless there is position on it, and the people who are the subject of this claim have position on it. It doesn't make sense. So yes, I know you will come to this question of what is actually on chain and who know what, and how I can delete information if I'm wrong or if I change my point of view. And everything is deletable because everything is based on position and not on claims. If we want to go deeper, I don't want to make all the feature because I want to let you discover more by yourself. But basically, this is what Circle is, and this is what Explore is. And then you jump into Compose, and Compose is the place to actually create perspective through the graph, because this subgraph that we create under Trust Circle, under hacking project, under builders guild, under design tools, or whatever the circles you're part of, their subgraph or your knowledge. And those subgraph can intersect, can merge, can subtract, and all this information can be valuable if we compare it. So let's say I want to compare my trust circle that is private, that is the member I add secretly to actually have a vision of their accumulation of knowledge. And then my school, the school I was part of, that is the hacking project, and I want to see what is relevant for them, for both of them on AI. So let's say I would say intersect. So intersect will be the overlap of information. So which information is inside my trust circle and at the same time inside the hacking project. So I just click on intersect, it's gonna make a request, it's gonna find all of these, and you can see that between those two circles that I'm part of, the only signal that comes up from the graph, if I decide to intersect data on AI topic, is ChatGPT. So I just click and I arrive on ChatGPT. Of course, you can do it on much more different topics and in different groups that you're part of. You can also, of course, see many things. I don't want to Mike just for them. All right, so this is intersect. This is compose. You can create your perspective, value data of all your circle. This is basically. Then we goes into the more like market side with the market platform, where actually each time you're certifying on Sofia, each time you're certifying one platform that is existing already on Intuition, you can choose to split your share between your claim, like your tagging or your intention on this page. Like if I go on intuition.box like before, I just say that I want Intuition. I go here for work, and I just web development again, whatsoever. We won't go through the end of the transaction. I add it to my cart. Why? Because it's already existing for sure. Okay, learning is okay. It's added to my cart. here I am, and I realized that I actually certify a lot of things on GitHub. I certified few things on intuition.box, but I know many repository, I know many counts, there is many pages in github.com that I am certifying. So value comes from the pages inside the domain, but the domain have value too. So if you want to invest in the domain, you can by just adjusting this small toggle and say that I want to split half of my claim, half of the value of my claim between my intention and the platform itself. So here, if I do this and I split 50-50, half of this 0.5 trust will go on my claim and half will just feed to topic market. So more people are using and certifying, for example, Cloud or Vercel or YouTube or whatever platform, it make rise the value of the platform itself, like a market, really like a market. So this is the more stacking side of Sofia, because if you believe in one platform, you can just decide to invest on it and then continue certifying. And more you're gonna certify, more this platform is gonna rise the leaderboard of platform. More visibility may appear, and also more opportunity of staking on it. It's the more economic side of the marketplace. And then, but not least, we still have this leaderboard that actually display the most active users, but it's just in terms of activity. So we just show who certified the most. Is not specially.
Ooh, seems like Max's mic might have cut out a little bit there. Speaking about the
Yeah,
leaderboard.
no worries.
There we go. There you are.
I cut.
Yeah, I think it cut out there briefly. At least it did for me.
Ah.
You're speaking
All
about
right,
the
maybe I have
leaderboard and what
internet
it
lag.
showed.
Yeah. So sorry for that. Sorry for that. So yes, here is just a leaderboard. Nothing very fancy. Soon on the explore section, we will have a display of users that are actually high ranking in, for example, someone like me that have a ranking in Web3 will be displayed as one of the top voice of this domain. Because our goal here on the public section is to make rise the people who value their knowledge and share with the community. So that's pretty much it for the interaction between the Explorer and the extension. Then, of course, you have many details that I will let you explore by yourself. Like, for example, this stat on page that allow you to actually visualize what is the trust feeling of the community. For example, if I go on the portal, you will be able to see that many people are trusting this page. Just loading a second. But you can see here that 9 people say that this page is trustable. Few people say that they came for learning, they came for work. You can see on a more larger scales, so all the domain, not only this page that is the welcome page. You can see the certifiers if you want to be sure of who are actually claiming those signals. And yeah, that's it. Then you have, of course, all your bookmark, all your collection, all of this is displayed, but no need to go deeper into this. It's very simple to go through. I think it's pretty much it, Woods. If you have any question, I would be pleased to hear. Can you still hear me? I lost
his
you.
mic is cut.
Looks like, yeah, looks like I had my own mic issues there.
Perfect.
So I don't see any questions from the community yet, but I do have some things that I wanted to point out. Again, guys and girls, if you're watching live and you have any questions, feel free to drop them in chat. We'll get them answered for you. But as you've been going through this, I've seen some really cool things. One of the coolest things that I thought was the way that the way that you handle transactions, in that I can kind of make a lot of claims. I can add a lot of things to Sofia, as you showed, like right clicking the page and click add to Sofia. And it just kind of sits there. And I see right now in the bottom right corner of
Yes.
your extension, it's like a little shopping cart, right? So I just kind
Exactly.
of get these claims together. I can spend some time browsing around, and then I can come through and certify them all. I'm guessing in one transaction, right? Where you guys probably batch all of that together.
Yeah, we batch all of that, but actually there is still some tricky part because there is identity, there is claims, there is signal, there is deposit. All of these have to be in one meta transaction, and this backend will be implemented soon. For now, we prefer to stay transparent with the users, and you can see here all the details of the transaction you will pay. So you will have one of 0.5, one of 0.1, one of 0.5 again, and if you add more and more and more, you will have the detail here display of what you're gonna sign and the total of the sign, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really clean breakdown. It's a lot like an online shopping experience
Exact.
that I think a lot of people have gotten used to over the last, 10 to 20 years. On this same page, actually, I had two more questions. The first one being,
Sure.
I see something there about the beta season pool.
Yeah.
What's the alpha there? What's
All
going
right,
on there?
so the thing is, during all our close alpha testing program, like we accepted few users, we were like 12 people, I think, and we create this, it's the same things as this platform pool where I decide to stake a part of my trust inside this atom. Here is I decide to split my trust in, like for example here, half will go to my claims and half will go into a pool that is called beta season pool, and this pool is redeemable obviously, but this pool is in linear, so more you stay long, more it takes value. So it's in a way to make people invest money on a long time, because everyone that is using Sofia can participate into the pool. So more people using the pool, more the pool grow, more people get value from their claims, because there is a minimum to create a signal, but you don't need to put all the time like one trust. You can say, oh, I want to put 0.5 on my claims, and half of it will go in the beta season pool, and at the end of the season pool, of course, we are planning a reward, and we have a leaderboard of the pool. I didn't show you because I wasn't too much into it, but here you have the value of your staking, the total value of the pool, and now we close the leaderboard because the leaderboard was were for the alpha testing, but now that we are reopening in beta and in public beta, we will also display the leaderboard as soon as it starts to grow. So yeah, it's a reward program and also a valuable investment for your signal.
Yeah, okay. That's awesome. I love the idea of like some sort of reward pool that everyone kind of pays into, and there's some sort of distribution at the end. As
Yeah.
alpha for a lot of people who love the rewards side of things. Lots of different ways to get involved and earn some type of rewards in Web3. So that's very cool to see. And then the other thing that I think maybe it's related to the same, maybe it's not, is after you did a transaction and you certified something about the Intuition Box GitHub, I saw that you got some gold and that you
Yeah.
had a total of like 10,000 gold at the moment. What's the gold for? What are we doing with that?
So gold is a way that, so first of all, you can earn gold in different way in Sofia. So each time you certify, you earn gold compared to the position that you had. If you're the first to certify this page, you earn 50 gold. If you're from the second to the 10th, you earn 20 gold. And if you're more than 10th, then you are a contributor and you just earn 10 gold. And we thank you for your contribution. And you just grew up a pool of gold, and this pool of gold will be used for many things. I guess in the future, it could be a signal for airdrop. It could be a signal for investment in the protocol. Could be many things, or many also feature, like for example you want to stop your win streak, sorry, because we have a streak system. If you want to make a pause because you move on weekend, and you don't want to lose your streak, you can just press pause and spend a bit of your gold. We are thinking about many different opportunity for gold. For now, golds are only local, so there is no signal on chain about gold, but you can win gold by doing quests, by doing daily daily certification, daily voting. All the quests are displayed into the application. There is quite a lot. There is social quest, bookmarking quest, all this type of quests. And all those quests, what they make you earn is XP and gold. So yes, that's it for gold. It's a future reward for sure, and everyone can save it. For now, you cannot exchange it. It's only yours. But let's see how it goes in the future.
Yeah, awesome. XP and gold, two things that people love to collect in Web3. I always like to collect my XP, or with intuition, it was IQ points. I really love the idea of being able to pause a streak, because I don't know about other people, but for me, I get hooked on those streaks. And like, I have one in Snapchat, and I have streaks in a few different places. And when I mess up and I lose it, I feel horrible. Like, it literally brings me down, and I'm like, okay, well, now I got to see if I can get it back. So the idea of, it's, at least to me, I love the idea that I could use some of this gold that I've earned, just to pause my streak for a couple days and let myself take a break and come back to it. Question from the chat. With this pool system, I think Omiyaj is relating to the beta season pool. It's no longer just an information app, but has the issue of data privacy been addressed yet? So is there any concerns around data privacy, and how are you kind of handling data privacy?
Yes, of course, there is some question about privacy. That's why we are reading a lot about this, especially because we're based in Europe, and Europe don't have the same rights of data privacy as some other country. And as we know, for now, the legal part of the blockchain is under review. There is different details that I won't go too deep into it, but basically what's InfoFi allow now is to take position on ontology. So there is no privacy to take position or redeem position, but the claims is permissionless, so it's not really our concern, because it can exist without us. We're just creating the tools to take position on top of it or not. Then, if I understand well, you mean about the market platform where we register market and give them value. This could be anything else. It's just an object with a logo. Maybe you're right, we don't have the right to use the logo. It's actually a good question. Maybe I'm wrong if I say that it's a public domain to just use their URL.
I do not think that X is paying every brand for using their logo on the feed.
No, because this is just an OG image. It's something that the website allow you to fetch from their page. This is public.
Yeah, and to that point, like, a lot of companies just have some place dedicated on their website where you can go and get like a media kit that has all of their logos, that allows you to use it. So I'm sure that if a company didn't want you to be using their logo, they'd probably reach out with some sort of legal cease and desist, or just reach out and ask you personally, hey, we'd prefer if you didn't use our logo. I won't get too deep in the weeds there. I'm not a legal advisor myself, so
Same.
I won't get too deep into telling you what you can or can't do, but just sharing a little bit of thoughts there. And I think the other side of like data privacy, where and I know you won't want to get too deep into this, and this probably isn't the call for it anyways, but when thinking about having a browser extension here in my browser and all of the different websites that I may go to, you guys are really only able to see the things that I end up certifying, right? Because I believe you've got some forgive me for not knowing the exact term, but there's the TEE related privacy technology that prevents you guys from seeing everything I browse, but you'll only end up seeing the things that I certify, and then
it's even simpler than this, because the TE machine is there for another reason, that is social connection, especially the handling of identity, because we don't want any token or any identity leak, so we go through TE machine for anything that is related to socials. But to answer your first question about your browsing navigation, what is happening is that nothing is public until you decide to amplify it. So if you amplify and sign with your wallet, whatever the wallet you have, then it becomes public. But everything, even if I do here, it won't work on Google web page because they doesn't accept script injection. But if I go on, I don't know, on X, and I click here, I do add to Sofia. This, I don't like the little one because it's my notification. I just put it off. I get the identity back. I just say that I'm here for fun, blah, blah, blah. You understand. Then I do add to my cart, and this is still private. This nobody sees. This is under your browsing local storage. So it's only local on your machine. There is nothing on chain until the moment you say, okay, I want to go on chain. This information is valuable for my community or for the people I'm working with. I'm making an amplification. Or maybe it's something I believe is going to become big. So I want to be the earliest on these things. So this is how it works. And more than this,
maybe you should show the ecos page.
Okay, here it's exactly where I go. Here you can see all your browsing history. So not only what is on chain, but also what is off chain during your navigation. So you can see here on my youtube.com folder that I have here. All of this is on chain. As you can see, you see what is my signal about all of this. And this is my recent navigation that I didn't add to Sofia during the navigation. So it still be recorded, even if you forget to do add to Sofia and tag it, blah, blah, blah. It's still because it still stay on your bookmark, and you can just go there. Or, for example, the GitHub page. Here I can just decide now that, this I trust in this domain. You understand? So everything is local until you accept to amplify it.
Got you. Okay. And I actually love the idea of the history too, because like I see videos all the time, YouTube being the perfect example, where like I watch a video and then I'll come back later and be like, oh, dang, I wish I knew what that video was so that I could go and show it to some people. And kind of a similar thought process here, right? Where it's like, ooh, I should have put that on Sofia. It's nice that it's very easy to come here and be like, okay, what was I looking at? It was a YouTube video. These are all categorized by the website. So that's actually a really cool feature.
You can filter pretty much everything in the application, because there is, the thing that I realize by using Sofia every day is that sometimes you don't go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and then you see this notification number rising up and you're like 90 pages visited without any context or anything, and you're just like, okay, let's clean this out, and you discover some piece of navigation that you even forgot because you were on the move, you were searching for something, and some valuable information get lost, And with this tool, you can just explore your recent navigation and say, oh yes, right, this was useful. I should like share my process to arrive to the end information. So yeah, I find this also super cool. You can also like of course manage all of this. You can clean very easily because you can of course for people like us that use internet a lot, there is a lot of noise. So we create a small system of auto cleanup that you can manage from here. You can of course stop the data tracking if you don't want. So even if it's local, we stop to track your data locally. Everything is manageable by yourself. You can obviously, I didn't speak about that, that is super important, but you can actually import your bookmark. So all your bookmark from your Google or Brave or whatever Chromium browser can be imported into Sofia in one click. So you can see that I have 342 bookmark. I won't do it right now. Or maybe I can. It's just gonna be imported into bookmark. It's not gonna be published. It's still under the local storage. But here I have everything. And I can just, go on X. This page was on my favorites. I go check. This helped me. I like it. Okay, let's say that I trust this place in this topic and this domain and blah, blah, blah. The loop is creating. You understand?
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, we have another question along these same lines from Believe on the X stream. Is what if I clear all of my history on my device? Will I still be able to see those
Yes.
history pieces on Sofia? Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
It's not linked to your history, it's linked to Sofia directly. It's another browsing history. It's not the same history as Google Chrome. So it's really independent.
Nice. It's kind of like a backup in a way.
Yeah, it can be a backup also.
So
the only way to untrack the data, except from the setting page, is to navigate by private mode.
Okay, navigate in private mode or some sort of incognito window. That'll prevent and basically just having the extension not active. Because I'm sure even if you went into incognito mode but you had the extension allowed, it would probably still pick those things up.
Probably, yes.
Okay. Well, hey, look, we have a little less than 10 minutes left. I've got a couple more questions I want to ask and just kind of pick your guys' brains about. First one being thinking about Sofia and maybe over the next year and what's coming next. Like, what is in your future? What's the thing that you guys are most excited for to ship next?
Yeah, so we are working hard because, as you can understand, all of this social layer would make a lot of sense if we start to go B2B, because we can build teams or we can provide service for DAO to actually understand which member of their community are valuable in which domain. It would make it simpler to find new talents, to actually give missions to people that are actually qualified for that. It would be also, many use cases. But yeah, what we're working on is a pro version of the circles. It will be called Circle Pro. So you will have access from here, or maybe a new tab will appear. Of course, if you have a circle existing, you can upgrade it to Pro by contacting us on our Discord. And the thing is, we are super happy to launch this new adventure because we already have 2 DAO onboarding as soon as the release will come, which are Intuition.box and your social DAO on Intuition Woods would be super pleased to provide this new service. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The pro version will be the next step for Sofia.
That's awesome. I can see a lot of use cases from a B2B angle, especially not only from a DAO perspective, but maybe even a much bigger enterprise, right? Something like Google or Amazon, or there's probably some businesses out there that can definitely take advantage of the type of information you can get from one of these trust circles.
Yeah, and then, you can imagine also, sorry, I cut you.
No,
you can imagine
go
also that creating your own profile with your own reputation will be valuable to enter in a group, for example, or to enter in a company's circles. Like imagine being a freelance and you are working hard on web development, and how can you actually show your knowledge base? Is Sofia could be the tool for that, like how to actually transport your knowledge from one place to another, being an ecosystem, of collaborative users, collaborative partners, companies, you know.
Right. Yeah, it allows you to kind of prove what you're saying by showing like, hey, I actually go to these websites. I actually do these
Yeah,
things, and here's the
doing
proof in the
these things.
pudding.
Yeah.
Um Now, on the DAO front, I know you guys are pretty DAO oriented. I basically from day one, from what I understand. What does that mean for someone here or someone in the Sofia community? Like, how if someone wanted to get involved, how do they get involved? How do they come chat with you guys? Where, I know you guys do these office hours. What's the best way for people to get involved a little bit more than just downloading the extension from your website?
Yeah, the best would be to join us on our Discord, and if you want, and if you can't find us, you can still go on Sofia and click on my X page just right here and find me directly. Because all our social all link into the Explorer. So you can find all my profile here. You can also contact us on our Discord. Yeah, best place would be our Discord. We are super open to any collaborator. I mean, it's something I'm believing in very, very hard, that a community do things and they do it well. And I really love the idea to welcome new member in our DAO kind group of workers and builders.
Love to hear it. You guys do have a very strong community. And there's some, earlier in the call, you shouted out a couple of people who have been some very strong users of yours.
Right.
It was CM Dam and Yevnefer.
Yeah,
So,
Yevnefer also. I didn't speak about all of them because they are not all in the call, but
looks like we might have lost you
and
for a
Bleach.
moment.
Hmm?
You were mentioning a few other people. You cut out there for just a second.
Yeah. CB Crypto, like she actually with Yevnefer help us really a lot to discover bugs, to discover wrong UX design, wrong way to do. We really build all of these within the community. I mean, every week we were making review with them. Every week they were sending us review on the specify channel for bugs. So it's really something that is not only us, it's also made with the community member that joined the story with us.
That is very cool for you to give them all a shout out in being part
Yanis
of.
too, man. Thanks, Yevnev.
Yeah, and so with these people, my recommendation to everybody, I know that I've seen CM Dam tweet a lot about Sofia. I've seen Yevnefer be active as well. If you want to get into using Sofia and you don't know where to start or you have some questions, definitely jump into their Discord. There are some people who are experts already with Sofia, and I'm sure we'll be able to help you out quite a bit. My last question to the both of you. If someone wanted to download Sofia today, what would you recommend the very first thing they do after they get signed in, after they download the extension? What do you think is the best first thing to certify, the best website to certify that makes the most sense?
That make the most sense would be our Explorer if they like it, but the best action they could actually do would be to connect with others, because all of this makes sense if you connect with other people. So find the wallet address of Woods or ask him, or just type his ENS and just add him to your trust circle. Add people to your trust circle, start trusting people you value, and then start creating signal and vote on different signal. But yeah, first step would be really to connect with others, and then you start your journey of certifying. Because what makes sense is to actually agree or disagree on different URL for their value. This is what is Sofia for.
You heard it here first, everyone. If you want to start using Sofia, community is key. Go to the Explorer, find some other people to connect with, find some like-minded individuals by seeing who's certifying in the type of subjects that you are interested in or that you like or that you're an expert in. Connect with some people and then start certifying with them. All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you so much for being here over the last hour, giving us a deep dive into Sofia. Thank you, everyone in the audience, from the Intuition team to the community to the founders of the DAOs, the sub-DAOs related to Intuition. Every one of you has made this possible, not only this demo, but Sofia and Intuition. We appreciate every single one of you being here. Have a good rest of your day. Have the most fun that you can, and make sure that you go check out Sofia if you haven't yet. And now that they're listed on the Chrome store, go drop them a review. All right. I've started a 5-star review. I haven't finished it yet because I had some calls and some things going on, but it's on my screen. I'm not going to tell you to go do a 5-star review, but I think you're going to want it. I think you're going to agree that it's a 5-star. So make sure you do those couple things. Check out Sofia, jump into their Discord, and we will see you all next time here on Intuition Demo Days.
Yes, thanks for everything, and thanks for hosting us, Woods. It's an amazing time all the time with you.
Yes, absolutely. I love getting to chat with you guys. All right, y'all go take a break. Have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna I gotta jump into a couple meetings. But I'll see you around, and we'll chat soon.
Amazing. Thanks again, and see you soon, guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Build